Hi, I'm Joshua Hemmings, and this is my social justice video for curriculum. In regards to social justice, teachers need to realize that teaching is not politically neutral. Teaching and education overall is based in social, economic, and political capital. With regards to that, I have my friend Jacob Ezo here who's going to help me play through a few scenarios of things that occur in schools that are directly in line with social justice and also the implications that it has upon students. Scene. Hey Jacob, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Here, I have this new Christmas music for you to play in class next week in front of the entire class. Just go through it, and we'll see you next week, alright?
Thanks, Mr. Papadopoulos.
You're welcome.
I'm Jewish.
End scene. This is a large example right here of the exploitation and not exploitation, but the marginalization of the students inside of the classroom. The teacher, Mr. Papadopoulos, just made a large assumption of the religion of his student and handed him music of the Christian variety for Christmas time, and expected that he would play it in front of the classroom and that would be in line with his religion and his culture. A lot of teachers do this a lot in the classrooms, where they pick music that is simply for a season to just go through normal cultural norms, and they do not take into account the other religions that may be present in their classroom. Sometimes, even in other situations, they might do things like this. Scene. Hi, Jacob.
Hello, Mr. Papadopoulos.
Here's the next set of music. I know that you're Jewish, so here's some Jewish music for you to play for the concert next week.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. End scene. So, in this situation here, the student is being exploited for his religion. They are just being handed music that is a generic form of their religion and a generic form of their celebration in it. There are a lot of ways that we can counteract these kind of attitudes in our teaching by becoming more aware of who we are as teachers and who our students are differently. And also, this lines up with the critical pedagogy for music education standards about thinking about who you are as a teacher versus who your students are, and also thinking about who they might become because of the social context and the areas in which they live and their culture, and who you and the student have the potential to become as a result of your interaction inside the classroom. Teachers who make the realization that they are a part of a political field make themselves able to understand the hidden issues that are involved in education. They become aware of hegemony, the possibilities of hidden curriculum in their teaching, and also it makes them very in tune with the surroundings that they're in and also the cultures that they are going to be immersed in when they go to their schools. Teachers who use their knowledge of their cultural backgrounds of their students are more likely to be able to supply their students with the needs that they need to have in order to succeed in the classroom. I have Jake here also two reasons to also speak about an area of expertise for him of the marginalization and exploitation of special needs students in the classroom. I wanted him to speak about that briefly.
Mm-hmm. In the general music or general classrooms, you'll find special education students are often included they're offered in programs of inclusion. However, that does not necessarily mean that they're actually included in the classroom activities. More often than not, the student will be a part of the classroom, but they won't be part of the learning that's going on. They'll be given a different type of assignment, an easier assignment, and quite honestly, in the music situation, they might just be ignored while everyone else is actually taking part in the activity. They're assumed that they don't know or they can't fully participate when the teacher doesn't give them the opportunity to show what they have to offer.
Absolutely, and that's another example of a way that there's many social injustices going on inside of the classroom. That is called powerlessness, and that is a form where a student is unable to stand up for themselves and or contribute to a classroom positively. Teachers who are culturally aware and also aware of the differences of ability of their students and the differences in culture and the differences in religion are able to meet the needs of their students in many different ways. And this is something that needs to be addressed inside the classroom immediately and from now here forward. The teachers inside of classrooms and teachers going to classrooms need to be able to not only connect and relate to their students, but understand that the field that they are in is not simply the imparting of knowledge from one person to another, but also the building and cultivating of a new generation.